Applause for group 3. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Pratap Nair from Engineero, and we've been discussing about maintenance as a service, and this is really the topic of discussion here has been Industry 4.0. How it's transforming the industry. Yes, there are a lot of technologies, but along with it, the working paradigms and the business processes also have to change if you have to take advantage of this. And that's really where this whole maintenance as a service point comes in, because the earlier paradigm of maintenance was everyone who knows anything and can do anything about improving the reliability, which is an important part of your overall asset effectiveness. Increase the availability, increase the reliability of your equipment. They will all be around there, and so there's a separate maintenance department that does that. But today with IoT, that data can be anywhere.
Yep.
So the experts don't need to come to the equipment or the data. The data goes to the experts, and the experts can be anywhere. So that what that allows is you could have people very specialized in certain equipment or certain processes who can really be sitting there and looking at it, and whose KRA is to keep that reliability up. And so why not take advantage of that? Because as a production company, your KRA is to get the maximum asset effectiveness. Yeah. How you do that? Maximum throughput, keep your availability up. There are specialized areas which are today possible with the help of analytics or even equipment vendors. Some of them today, their equipment is coming with embedded with IoT features. So one of our team members took an example of the lifts. Today I know there are lifts like Schindler and Otis. They're all, when they sell you the lift, they say that along with it, we are able to remotely monitor exactly how your lifts are going to operate, and they will proactively make sure that your lift uptime is the maximum. In fact, there's no
very pertinent example. Very pertinent example.
Today, even in our building, I know. I mean, in a year, maybe there'll be at least 4 or 5 days where at least one of the elevators is down, and then you run around scrambling to call Otis. So that's a simple real-life example of what we all can relate to. But the same thing happens with equipment in a plant. And so if that is considered as a service given to people who really know, are knowledgeable about it, the manufacturer can really focus on improving their profitability and so on. And so that was and increasingly, why not take advantage of all the Industry 4.0 technologies? This is one way to do it, and so hence, that makes sense.
Taking advantage of the core competency that you have. Your core competency is to manufacture a good quality product. Somebody else's, core competency is to maintain equipments and, understand the engineering behind it. So let them do it. So that brings me to the question. In your discussion, did you come up with a point wherein how the adoption is of MaaS, like maintenance as a service, how the adoption is going in the industry? Are we really open to the adoption of that business model, or do you foresee that sometime down the line that business model would be adopted?
Right now, based on what I heard, I mean, there are mental blocks.
Yes.
It's a paradigm change at the end of the day. And so people are wondering, hey, this is the way we've done it all along.
Yes.
How can we hand it over to someone else?
Yes.
Then another challenge that was mentioned was, okay, this guy will only look at that equipment. How does someone coordinate all this? So these are things, again, I mean, we have to work through the process.
Yes.
So it's not something that I think is going to be readily accepted. There has to be, like, you heard technology is often not the bottleneck.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
the people and the change.
In fact, that sort of expertise, I think I heard one of the panelists say that we know our data, right? Who would know our data better than us? So it is always, that model wherein you outsource something, but you still your expert inputs are still required, so you still have to budget for those FTEs in your company to give that level of insight, to the service provider. So yes, can be a hybrid model.
It has to be a
in
hybrid
between.
model.
So,
You have to have some skeletal or core team.
Absolutely.
Always. I mean, you
Absolutely.
can't just completely give it out.
Absolutely.
So that coordination has to happen. So I
Perfect.
think that was kind of what we concluded.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.